Bacon-Shone, fellow speakers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm delighted to participate again in the Open Data Conference this year. We have indeed undergone significant changes since the last conference in October 2019. If 2020 went down in history as the year of COVID-19 pandemic, it also marked the rapid transformation of how people adopt innovation and technology to cope with the new normal arising from the pandemic. The application of open data during the pandemic, for instance, has been serving as a practical use case to illustrate how open data can create value for our society. It has been more than a year since the global outbreak of COVID-19. As of today, more than 120 million people were infected with the virus worldwide. The pandemic has changed people's daily lives drastically, with social distancing, work from home, compulsory quarantine, travel restrictions, school closure, and even city lockdown becoming the new normal. Notwithstanding all these, open data stands out as a useful tool to keep the public informed of the latest epidemic situation. In Hong Kong, over 4,000 datasets have been opened up via the Public Sector Information Portal for free public use. During the pandemic, open data has been leveraged innovatively to create applications to help fight against COVID-19. I will elaborate with a few examples. To keep the public aware of the latest situation of COVID-19, apart from disseminating information through traditional means like media briefings and the thematic website, the government has opened up 23 related datasets and application programming interfaces so that the public and the industry can make use of them to develop new applications and services. These open datasets include useful data like details of probable and confirmed cases, buildings with cases in the past 14 days, collection points for submission of specimens for COVID-19 testing, and details of quarantine centers and designated quarantine hotels, just to name a few. Through the collaborative effort among different government departments and the local IT industry, such data were utilized for the prompt development of a COVID-19 interactive map dashboard within a few days in early 2020 to provide an intuitive interface for disseminating information of COVID-19 infection situation for Hong Kong in a handy manner. Since its launch, the dashboard has attracted more than 48 million views, and it serves as a good example to illustrate how open data can be used in promoting transparency and data sharing to join efforts in fighting against the outbreak of a new unknown disease. These useful open data sets have also opened up opportunities for industry players to create websites and innovative applications to keep the public informed of the latest COVID-19 situation. Another example I would like to talk about is crowd management. To help enforce social distancing, the government made use of technology and open data to implement IT solutions for crowd management in this year's Lunar New Year fairs. Apart from sensors for measuring body temperature, sensors for counting the number of people were also installed to facilitate crowd control. Based on the number of people on the spot, indicators similar to traffic lights were displayed at the entrances of 15 venues of Lunar New Year fairs. People visiting the fairs were required to reserve a ticket at the entrance or through a mobile app before entering the venues when the fairs were crowded. To facilitate easy reference by the public, all these crowd management data were released as open data, and a map-based dashboard was put on the government website during the fair opening period, so that members of the public could plan their visits taking account of the crowdedness conditions at different venues. Apart from contributing to the fight against COVID-19, open data can also be conducive to other areas of smart city development. One notable area is smart mobility. The time of arrival data of public transportations, such as those of buses and MTR trains, are very useful open data for developing new innovative applications to facilitate citizens to commute around the city. In support of the government open data policy, the New World First Bus, City Bus, New Rental Bus, and the MTR Corporation have opened up the estimated time of arrival, or ETA data, of their buses and trains since August 2019. Shortly after the opening up of these data, the Transport Department, as well as other commercial app developers, have made use of them to enhance their mobile apps to provide such ETA information to the public. The Office of the Government Chief Information Officer has also developed a city dashboard on traffic and transport to feature the ETA data together with other information like parking vacancies of car parks, traffic flow status on major routes and cross-harbor tunnels for easy reference by the public. Even more encouraging is that in addition to the free franchise bus companies and MTRC, ETA data of more public transportations will be published progressively this year, which include the KMB, Longwind Bus, and 70 green minibus lines. MTRC is also planning to open up the ETA data of more lines. With all these ETA data made available as open data, the government and the industry can make full use of them for developing more smart mobility applications. Spatial data is another type of useful data for smart city development. Since December 2020, the Lands Department has opened up its map data via free map application programming interfaces. Being one of the 4 quick wins projects under the Common Spatial Data Infrastructure, the Map API is a web mapping service to support applications requiring map display. In line with the Smart City initiative of promoting walkability and connectivity, the 3D pedestrian network and the 3D visualization map datasets have also been opened up to support navigation services to meet the special needs of people with physical disabilities. This year, the Lands Department will continue opening up more digital map data, including those 1 to 20,000, 1 to 10,000, 1 to 5,000, and even 1 to 1,000 in scale topographic maps. All these will be useful ingredients for developing more smart city applications. Open data can fuel economic growth and bring about numerous societal benefits. It can serve as useful data for smart city development, as well as for combating the epidemic. Since the implementation of our open data policy in October 2018, we have seen notable progress with active participation by government departments, public and private organizations. The government has also set a good example in making use of open data to develop innovative services like the COVID-19 Interactive Map Dashboard and the Smart City Dashboards. We are also grateful that open data like the ETA data are well received by the public and the industry. With more and more map data and spatial data opening up in the foreseeable future, I believe the power of open data will be further unleashed. And let's work together to fully unlock its potential. Last but not least, even though this year's event has to be conducted online due to social distancing, I'm sure that the event can still serve as an excellent platform to exchange views on open data development. I look forward to seeing you all face to face again next year. Thank you.